Hello, everybody. My name is Ed Baylog. I'll be your host this evening, and I'm a mentor and trader. I trade real money here at DragonCharts. Um, I have an MBA from the University of Notre Dame, and I've been trading now for over 10 years. Also, I'm a co-author with Darren Wagner. He's the founder and CEO of DragonCharts. I'm currently authoring two books with Darren that will be coming out, one early next year, one probably the end of next year. And I also write a newsletter for our U.S. company, Morpheus Trading, something similar to what we're doing here in Asia. Morpheus Trading, I write about exchange traded funds, and the newsletter I write with Darren is the Wagner Daily. And we focus on technical trading setups for exchange traded funds and so forth. And again, the methodologies that we teach, we actually trade them. We trade real money at Morpheus. So we put our money where our mouth is, and we provide full access to all of our trade ideas and what our track record is. We have a full track record posted of our trading methodology at Morpheus Trading. Now back to Asia. Why did we start DragonCharts? Well, we started DragonCharts because we saw a need for some type of high quality stock screening service in Asia. Um, what we noticed was that only the professionals have the unfair advantage. They were the only. You have to be a professional bank or institution to have access to a platform to screen stocks at the end of the day. And being that we trade in the Asian markets, it was very difficult to scan for stock plays every day because nothing existed in the market to basically screen for what are good setups in the market, what are good stocks to either buy or to short. So we started DragonCharts with this mind that we needed to provide our clients an unfair advantage that against the professional traders. Now that the average person should have access to quality stock screening software, which brings up another point that although we're a very powerful stock screening software package, what we're not is we're not a technical charting software package. Technical, there's many more robust feature-filled um, packages out there for doing technical analysis that have hundreds and hundreds of technical indicators. That's not what we are. What we are is a screening package that allows you to have access to some of our proprietary models to quickly screen stocks each evening when you're doing research and to be more efficient and finding good trade setups. So I just want to make the distinction that we're not a technical indicator package. We just provide the basic technical indicators that we utilize within our trading methodology. So anyway, we're here because we wanted to, provide you with an unfair advantage over some of the professionals out there, and give you access to high quality screening. Now tonight we'll be talking, pretty much about two things. Who DragonCharts is, which we kind of went over, and how I'm going to show you how our stock screening software works, how to find the best stocks in the Asian markets, and so forth. Let's get started here. One thing right off the bat here I want to point out is that DragonCharts, we're more than just stock screening. Yes, we have the software. We provide a very powerful software platform to screen stocks, but we also have a holistic approach that we provide you access to several different things. One, whether you're an advanced trader or a beginner, we help you get set up, with the best online brokerage firms. We have partner relationships in Asia with Boom and with Interactive Brokers, and some of the best uh, trading platforms in the industry, and we can assist you in getting set up with a high quality trading platform. The second thing is the tools themselves. We have the access and we have the tools that we want to provide you with that unfair advantage to have access to a high quality stock screening software package so that you can be doing the type of research every day in the Asian markets that the professional brokerage houses do, that the hedge funds do, and so forth. You have access to high quality stock screens. And finally, knowledge. We have a stock trading success video course that's part of our service that basically matches up with our screening software. In other words, it mirrors or the ideas that we teach in the stock trading success video series mirrors exactly what our stock screens, the type of stock screens that we do, our methodologies when we screen the stocks are explained thoroughly in the stock trading success video package. So basically, we're providing you with a complete education package. The things that you need to be a successful trader: the access, the tools, and the knowledge. The next thing I want to cover is that in the knowledge part of it, when we talked about the knowledge and training, that in the training class that's part of our service, we provide you with all kinds of tools in that training course. Once again, our technical trading methodology, our stock trading success videos, which has 8 separate modules, and then those 8 modules took over 150 hours to create, and they're proven strategies on how to make money. These are proven strategies because we've been using them for years with our U.S.-based company, Morpheus Trading, and markets are the same anywhere in the world. We've been trading the Asian markets for a while now, and it doesn't really matter where you are in the world. Stock trading patterns, technical patterns are the same, irrespective if it's the U.S. markets or it's Hong Kong or it's Shanghai or you're in India, Malaysia, Indonesia. It really doesn't matter. The same technical trade setups apply regardless of the market. What I want to do now here is to give you an idea and show you, well, how do you scan? What does our scanning platform look like? Well, in order to have access to the scanning platform, you would have to first go to DragonCharts.com, and then you either have to sign up by clicking on for the free trial. You fill in your information. A lot of you might have already done this to gain access. Or if you're already a member and you already have access, if you're already a paying member or you've already have your free trial, we just go to the login area. We type in our username and password, and we enter, and then I just hit launch now. Now, one thing I want to mention before I get into some of the examples here on the stock screening software itself is that in addition to the screening software, in addition to the fact that we have the online video class, we also provide daily stock pick videos that get sent out every day that detail how we arrived at that scan, that particular stock pick, and basically shows the trades that we're in, and it provides a full breakdown or analysis of everything. So like right here, I'm going to pull this up. Here's some trades that we're in India right now. We have Gujarat Fluorochemicals, Fertilizers, and Mineral Development, and Sauve Hotel. You can see that we're in these trades, the date that we entered the trade, 5/9, 6/9, the 30th of August, the 9th of August, what our entry price was, our stop price, the last price, and what's the gain or loss on the trade as of that moment in time. Now, obviously, until you sell a position or you cover a position, you haven't made or lost money. It's just a potential gain or loss. But what we're doing is we're every day with the spreadsheet that we're sending along with the daily stock pick videos as part of the service. You're seeing the positions, where we got in, and a full explanation as to why we got in. And you're also able to see any positions that were closed, meaning we took profit, so we either had a loss or a gain on the trade, and also a watch list, trades where we're looking to potentially get into the trade if it meets certain criteria, and we post that criteria So you're getting this every day. Not only will you have the ability to do your own screens, but we're actually providing you with trades that, we just, in our opinion, are potentially good setups. All right, back to the Dragon Scan software package. You'll notice here have two selections. You have Dragon Scans and you have self-serve. So there's two tabs: Dragon Scans, self-serve. Let's start with Dragon Scans. What are the differences here? One, the difference between Dragon Scan and self-serve is that Dragon Scans these are actually proprietary formulas for trade setups that we use when we trade our own money. So we've developed these formulas for a relative strength breakout, a pullback formula, and a trend reversal formula that are proprietary, that we've come up with, we have proven strategy that we've used for quite a long time, and we have the results. As I mentioned earlier, our U.S.-based company, MorpheusTrading.com. At Morpheus, we have the results for all of our trades, whether they be winning trades or losing trades. All results are posted on our site, and these are the three of the main strategies that we use for entering trades: relative strength, pullback, and trend reversal. You're going to find that the DragonCharts platform is really easy to use, and it's quick. If you notice how quickly it popped up when I logged on, it's web-based. All you need is a computer and a web browser, and you're in. It doesn't require that you download any software. You can trade from anywhere on the planet. So we've designed this to be very user-friendly, simple to use, and still provide a lot of quality features. So here we are in the Dragon Scans. Well, the first thing we can do is select a country. So let's just say, all right, I'm going to choose India. So I choose that from the drop-down. What exchange? All right, let's say the National Stock Exchange. And then index all. All right, relative strength. I might choose, in this case, I can choose, all right, I want a price. Well, give me a price range, let's say from 100 rupees to the maximum. And notice all I have to do is drag. I just drag the little ball to wherever I want it to go, to 100, to the maximum. Normally with volume, we don't want to go less than 100,000 shares because you want some liquidity in the trade. You don't want a stock that's so thinly traded that it only does 1,000 shares a day, because it's hard to get in and out of those positions without affecting the market. So we want some liquidity, at least 100,000, a lot of times more than that. And then all I do is I hit the scan now, and bang, within a second maybe, very quickly, I have 13 results on a relative strength breakout. Now, what's the relative strength breakout scan? Well, once again, it's a proprietary formula that we use, and what we're looking for are stocks that are relatively strong. And when we say relative strength, we don't mean the RSI indicator. It's different from RSI. The relative strength indicator is just what it does is it pretty much compares all stocks to all other stocks at any given moment in time, basically about a year's worth of data. So it's comparing the strength of that stock to all other stocks in the market, utilizing about a year's worth of data, and it's telling you, okay, which stocks are the strongest compared to all the other stocks in the market. And you notice, click the button, and I come up with a quick list. This would take you hours and hours to go through thousands of stocks to be able to come up with this list. I know, because I've done it. I've been there. Notice also, I can sort. I can just click on this and sort by relative strength. Those with the highest relative strength are the ones that are comparing the most favorably to all the other stocks in the market. Now, if we go back, you'll notice that here's one, Gujarat Fluorochemicals. It was one of the ones on our list. That's how we got this particular stock. This is how we decided to enter a position in this particular company. That's why it's on the list, is we did this scan. All right, so we know that we chose this particular stock that was on our list already. You can see that this particular stock is trading right at 52-week highs. If I go to a 1-year chart, I mean, we're at the 52-week highs. The market, in the U.S., really the market across the world, markets are down. And, the Indian markets have been trending lower now for almost a year. And yet, Gujarat Fluorochemicals Limited is sitting at 52-week highs, which means it's got tremendous strength to the market. So you can imagine if the market repairs itself here, consolidates, and then decides to move higher, let's say we get back up into an uptrend, which stocks do you think are going to break out first with the market? Well, common sense would suggest that stocks that are sitting at their 52-week highs that have not pulled back during the market turmoil, they maintain their strength, they're going to be the ones that break out first. And imagine how much time it would take to go through thousands of stocks to find this list. In the blink of an eye, we have access to each of these charts. Now notice here, I want to also point out that we have a place where you can type in the individual ticker to pull up the individual ticker and jump to. Well, we also have this little enable space through, which means if you click on this, and you can one way to toggle through the list is just to click on each stock on the list with using your mouse. However, if you click on this enable space through, then you can just hit your space bar. So all I'm doing now is hitting the space bar, and I just toggle through the list. And notice how all these stocks are sitting near 52-week highs. Now, the second proprietary scan we have is the pullback scan. And I just, clicked on pullback here. And what I'm going to do is, oh, by the way, you notice here it says download.csv. This allows you to download this list into a spreadsheet, and then that spreadsheet you can have an interface with your trading platform where you can download these trades directly into whatever trading platform that you use, so that it's for easy interface between your software and our software. So you can click the download CSV, and here we go, the scan now. Now notice something here. We didn't get any results, but it does say this scan is correct, but no results have been found due to current market conditions. Please change your scan criteria. What this is telling us is that there's nothing wrong with this scan. It's correct. It's not like you entered something incorrectly. Everything's good. It's just there's no stocks that meet that criteria. Nothing meets the pullback criteria. Well, we would expect that. Why? Because in the market right now, we're not in an uptrend. We're in a downtrend in the market. In India, we've been downtrending for 10 or 11 months now. So we wouldn't expect this formula to bring back any results, because normally what we're looking for are strong stocks. With this formula, we're looking at strong stocks that are pulling back into their 20-period or 50-period moving averages. Well, in the market right now, most stocks are below their 20 and 50-period moving averages. So for that reason alone, it's not going to pull results back. But it's not incorrect. Now, what this also tells you, this helps keep you out of trouble also. When you do a pullback scan, this proprietary scan, the pullback, the reason this is very powerful is when you get no results from this, what is that telling you? It's real simple. It's telling you that the market's probably in a downtrend. You probably don't want to be trying to be long the market, to be buying stocks and holding them right now, because you're probably headed lower. If you get a lot of results for this scan, that means we're probably in an uptrend. So if I was getting 100 results back, that would be like, wow, okay, I don't want to try to short this market, trying to go short and make money. And for those of you who may be new to trading, you can either go long stock by buying them and holding them and making money as they go up, or you can short a stock, which means basically it's kind of the opposite, where you can sell the stock short and make money if it goes down in value. So right now in this environment, it's probably a little bit easier to make money on the short side of the market and not on the long side, because we are in a downtrend right now. And then there's the trend reversal, the third proprietary scan that's under the DragonScan's proprietary scans is the trend reversal. Now notice here, we're getting one result. When we screen for criteria, 100 rupees or more, 100,000 shares or more, we're only getting a single result. So this is telling us also something very important, and that is what we said about the pullback scan, that the market's got some weakness right now, and we're not seeing a lot of stocks that meet the criteria because we have a very, very rigid criteria. And what this particular the trend reversal scan, what this does is it takes stocks that are in a particular trend. So in this case, we're in a longer term downtrend. Okay, we've been in the downtrend for a while as we draw the trend line. But what we've done now is we've broken the trend line. We've broken above it by setting a new higher high. So we've done a couple things here. One, here's was our last low. Okay, right here. Then we set a new swing high right here. But then we set a higher low right here. So this low is higher than this low. Okay, so that's the first sign that we could have a trend reversal going. And then we set a new high. So then that tells us that this high was higher than this high. So this screen is picking up for that we set a new higher low and we set a new higher high. A higher low here. This low is higher than this low. And a new higher high. This high is higher than this high. So that we may have a trend reversal underway. And therefore, this could be a long candidate if the market reverses. So that's what the trend reversal setup does for us. Now, the Dragon scans, as I mentioned, they're proprietary. They're things that we've come up with that have been very successful trading methodologies for us over the years, and we have a proven track record for. And then there's the self-serve, and by its very name, self-serve would indicate that it's basically more customizable. You're able to customize what it is that you want to screen for. And we provide various criteria from moving averages to average daily volume, price, a percentage of the 50 to the 52-week high, where the stock is relative to the 52-week high, and its relative strength ranking. On the self-serve, a first example I'd like to give you would be, you could say, all right, we're going to use moving averages. We're going to choose to use single moving average, and that we want to choose stocks that are in, let's say, China. Okay, we'll say Hong Kong, and we want stocks that are strong stocks. Let's say stocks that are in a short-term uptrend, and we would define the short-term uptrend as being above the 20-day moving average. So you can choose whatever moving average you want. And then you can choose whether it's a simple SMA, a simple moving average, or an exponential moving average. We usually use the exponential moving average. So I've chosen my country, the exchange, all the indexes, and we're going to say 20-period moving average. We're going to go scan now, and we come back with 126 results. Bang. Something that would take you hours to accomplish. In the click of a button, you have them right there. Everything that's above the 20-period moving average. Now we could take it a step further and say, all right, let's look at the 50-period moving average, simple moving average, everything that's at or above the 50. So now we're above, we have the short-term moving average. Now we have the midterm, everything that's at or above that. We have 126 results. Scan now. Now we have 71 results. We've narrowed it down. Then we could go on to the long-term average. Go anything that's at or above the 200-period moving average. A simple moving average, same thing. We have 71 results. Scan. Within seconds, within a second or two, we have 44 results. And this shows us that things that are above the 20, the 50, and the 200 period moving averages, which tells us that these stocks are likely in an uptrend. They're likely going to be pretty strong, strong stocks. So if I pull up a chart of one of them here, and once again, you see we're above the 200 period in blue. The green is the 50 period, and the pink is the 20 period moving average. And we're in a nice solid uptrend for a good while now. If I can look at different time frames here, a 3-year, a max time frame. I can go down to 3 months. So, what we're seeing here are pretty much stocks. And again, I can just click on the space through. I enable the space through. It's enabled now. If I enable it, and I can just hit the space bar and just go right through the list one by one. So, this is just a really efficient way to operate, and you're getting access to scans and the stocks that are showing the characteristics of winning trades. You're saving just a ton of time and energy and money by having access to a powerful tool like this. It's giving you the same advantage that the professionals have. I wouldn't trade without this type of setup. It's just too difficult. The next thing that we're going to look at, another example here, is that we could say, all right, we have all these moving averages, but now let's look at stocks that meet the criteria for a certain volume. So let's say we choose 1 million shares. In other words, we want at least 1 million shares of average daily volume up to the max, because we want liquidity. We don't want to have a lack of liquidity in a stock. We don't want to trade something again that has like 10,000 shares a day traded. It's too hard to get in and out of them. And let's say in Hong Kong dollars, go to $1 up to the max. So we just click on those criteria, scan now, we get 20 results. Very quick. Now the next thing we might look at is, so in this case, we're looking at things that are above the moving average, that trade more than 1 million shares, and that trade more than $1 Hong Kong. A really a good way to scan, to get an idea real quickly of where stocks are, is to look at relative strength. This relative strength scan is really a good scan. You can say, all right, and you can use any combination of these. I mean, I could click off, no, I'm not going to use this one. I'm not going to use this one. I don't care about volume. It would just include everything. All right. I would say, all right, I want stocks that are trading with a relative strength of 90 or higher, and that meet all these other criteria. And this is a real good way to get access to stocks that are very strong. They're showing relative strength. And notice I click 9 results in the blink of an eye. There you have it. I can sort them from the strongest to the weakest, and take a look at the chart. And there we go. And once again, notice all these stocks in an otherwise very weak market throughout the world. The markets are pretty weak right now. All these stocks are sitting near 52-week highs. And I have the space through enabled, so I can just space through and review each chart. Look at this one, just broke out. I mean, look at that volume that hit it, and it's just a massive breakout to new highs. I mean, this thing just jumped. Now it's more of it's a cheaper stock, but still that's a 40%, 60% jump in value there. But why did we have access to this or knowledge that this could be a good play? Because of the screen we're doing, because we have access to a powerful tool. This is what professionals do. This is what they have access to. This is why they're in those trades. The next thing that's pretty cool is our stocks that are close to their 52-week highs. You can use this. It's the close as a percentage of the 52-week high. So if we wanted to find all stocks that are, let's say, within 10% of their 52-week high, in other words, stocks that are exhibiting a lot of relative strength, that they they're sitting at the 52-week highs. In this case, as the market's selling off, they're sitting near 52-week highs. I can just use this scan real quickly. And same thing, I hit my button and there I have 10 results. So now I've got stocks that are above all these moving averages, which by definition, you're going to be above those moving averages normally if you're near your 52-week highs. Even if you didn't have those, you're going to get, pretty much the same results. I bet we get asked the question all the time. We're in a weak market now, so can we use this software to scan for short plays? And again, for those of you who are new to trading, a short play would be a stock that if you would sell it short in order to make money when the value goes down. Well, a real quick down and dirty way to get find stocks that are potential shorting candidates is just to use this relative strength indicator. So we might say, okay, let's look at everything that has a relative strength of 30 all the way down to 0, or 1 would be the lowest. 30 down to the lowest. Let's scan for those. And you can see, look at how many results we have, 150. On the long side of the market, we're getting 10, 20, 30 results, give or take. On the short side, look at how we have so many. So that's just another indication of, hey, we're in a weak environment, and there may be more opportunity on the short side of the market. Another way of approaching this from looking for stocks to go short would be to say, all right, moving averages. Let's look at all the stocks that are at or below their short-term moving average, which is the 20 period. Let's look at all stocks that are at or below the 50 period moving average. And so we would say relative strength rating, we scan now, and there we go, 141 results. And looking for stocks that are, that are weak. Can look at one of those real quickly, and notice how this particular stock, ticker 0267, where the 200 period moving average, the blue, is downtrending slightly. The 50 period is crossed below, the green is crossed below the blue, which is very bearish. And the 20 period in pink, notice how this stock is, every time it rallies up into its 20 period moving average, it sells off again. So this has a lot of relative weakness, and it's below all of its moving averages. And they're the type of stocks that you would want to short. Now imagine how long it would take you to try to do this by hand, by just going through chart after chart, one at a time to find the best setups. Actually just clicking on a button. I mean, it's a no-brainer. This saves me incredible amounts of time. I used to have to, my research took, hours and hours to find stocks in Asia. Now I can do it just in the click of a button. It's awesome. Another example, this is pretty cool, is you want to look for stocks that are, let's say, they're bouncing. You don't want to get things that are that have been down 20 days in a row. If it's been down 20 days in a row and you're trying to short it, everything bounces. I mean, nothing goes to 0 in 2 days or a week or 2 weeks. I mean, it takes time for things to really sell off hard. So, you say to yourself, well, what good does it do me to have things that are sitting at the dead lows after 10 or 20 days? So what do? We can do a screen that says, hey, let's look for things that have bounced. They're weak. They have relative weakness. Okay. But they bounced. So let's say what we would do is we would leave our 50-day moving average scan. We'd leave that one alone. We'd leave that alone between at or below the 50. We'd leave the 200 at or below the 200. And we would change our 20 period moving average scan, because if we're in a downtrend, we would want to see bounces into resistance. So we might say, okay, we're going to be 5%, say 5%, maybe like 2% below to 5% above the 20 period moving average. Hit scan. We have 7 results. And that's telling us, okay, which stocks bounced up into or above the 20-period moving average. And notice here that, where are we on this? We've bounced up just above the 20-period moving average on ticker 0368. So now, if you notice, look at how this has 0368 has just ridden along its 20 and 50-period moving averages, the pink line and the green line. It's just been going down, down, down for some time now, for a year now, and it just is riding along. I draw a trend line. It's riding along the 20 and 50-period moving averages. So we could say to ourselves, all right, we're going to look for a trade setup here and look to go short, to short this stock here. So this gives you some pretty good idea of just how powerful the software is. Once again, within minutes, you can get access to data that would otherwise take hours and hours of your time. And you also have access to data that are based on a lot of our proprietary formulas on stock trading ideas that have been successful for us for quite some time now. Now, the next question would be, well, how do I sign up? You just go to this link, and it'll take you to this page. And if you're already a member, in other words, if you already have your free trial, you're not going to get another free trial, obviously. You only get one. But if you're already a member, you come to this page, it says select your free trial package. Ignore the select your free trial part, because if you're already a member, you already have it. And then you can select from your packages. We have a gold, platinum, and diamond package. The gold package gives you full access to the DragonScan stock screener software. You also, very importantly, get access to the daily, DragonCharts daily stock pick videos, the videos that we send out. And those videos include the spreadsheet showing you what positions we're in, when we entered them, the date we entered, the stop price. So you get these in real time. And then what stocks that are on the watch list, which ones that will get in, what the trigger price is. So if this stock would pull back to this level, et cetera, or if it would break out above a certain level. So you're getting the spreadsheet and the full video explaining the trade and how we did the scan for the trade. The full access to our weekly question and answer webinar. It's just like this webinar, except it's just a question and answer webinar. We will assist you if you're a new trader. We'll assist you in setting up your online brokerage account with one of our preferred brokerage partners. You'll get unlimited. We're always updating the software, so you're going to get regular and unlimited updates to the software and the improvements that we do to it on a constant basis. And then, of course, personal email and online support with professional traders at DragonCharts, and I'm one of those people that you would have access to ask questions. And that's all for a very reasonable price, $79 US dollars per month. And that includes the 2-week free trial if you don't already have it. We have and what's also important, now if you were to purchase this package, you just get access to all these things, but you would have to pay separately for the video training. So your video trading training class that would cost you additional money to do that. Now, as far as the platinum package is concerned, we give you a 20% discount, which is like $14 a month savings, and that brings you in at $189 a quarter. You get all the same stuff, you just get a discount. But what we're finding is pretty much, frankly, everyone that signs up, they go with the platinum package. I'm sorry, the diamond package, because it gives you the most value for your money. Basically, you get a lifetime membership. You get access to the stock screening software. You get all the daily stock picks along with the spreadsheet. You get lifetime updates of the software and so forth. You get everything, and you also have access to our online trading course, the 8-part course that teaches you the methodology that goes hand in hand with the stock screening software. That trading methodology matches precisely up with the software itself. So That's very important to understand our ideas and how we do things. And a limited time bonus, you're going to get an autographed copy of Darren Wagner's best-selling book, his hardcover book, Trading ETFs, Gaining an Edge with Technical Analysis, which also gives insights to a lot of our trading ideas. So what you get all this, you get everything, $895 US, and in addition, however, there is after the first year, there's a $19 per month maintenance fee that to upkeep the software and so forth. However, what's nice about this is if you sign up with one of our broker partners, such as Interactive Brokers or Boom Securities, then we waive this. We just take this off, and you don't have to pay the $19 per month. So that works out really well. So as I mentioned, all you have to do is go to the website and just choose the package that you're interested in and get started today. That concludes everything I have to say about the excuse me, about the software and how to sign up and all that good stuff. What I'd like to do now is open up the floor to any questions you might have. So if you have questions, please just type away. Okay, looks like I got something here. Oh, what is this? Sergio, I just signed up for Diamond, but have a question. Darren mentioned that U.S. market data. Yeah, that is correct. Sergio, you're absolutely correct. We're within the next week here, we're adding the U.S. markets to the scanning package, and it just takes a little bit of time because there's just 5 years worth of data that we have to download to our servers in order to to add any particular markets or exchanges. But we're estimating it's about a week. We're about a week out from launching the U.S. markets as part of this package, and you will have access to that as part of your membership. You would have access to the U.S. markets, and you would be able to trade any of those markets also using one of our preferred partner brokers or your own broker if you have access to the U.S. markets through your broker. There's a question here from Ricard. How to know when to get out of the trade? Okay. Ricard, yeah, that's a good question. What we have as part of our training, in the training course that's included with the DragonScan software package when you become a member, we provide our methodology and the explanation of how we enter and exit trades. And that brings up a really good point, by the way, Ricard. It's easy to scan for plays once you have a software platform like that's as powerful as what DragonScans is. It's easy to find the technical plays once you have the access to the tools. However, what's the difficult part of trading is knowing when to get into the trade, when to get out of the trade, what position size to take. How do you size the trade? How many shares do you take based on the size of the amount of money you're trading? All these things. So when to enter, when to exit, where should your stop be? Your protective stop, what's the target? All those things are described in our training class that's part of the DragonScan platform. But we look for certain criteria and that are important. And frankly, that's where most people fail as traders. There's two things that usually kill people as a trader. One, their trade management, the things I just talked about. The inability to know when to get in and out of a trade or how to size the trade properly so you don't blow yourself up. And then the second area where people fail is in the psychology of trading and understanding the psychology of markets and the individual psychology, because that's where people get chopped up because they get into hope mode and they get angry at the market and they do all kinds of crazy stuff and they fight with the market. And there's no future in that. The market's bigger than you or I. Markets, as they say on Wall Street, markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. And that is true. You'll never beat the crowd. The crowd will always beat you if you're trying to fight it. That's a good question though, but that's where you would learn that is from once you become a member. As far as commodities go, at this moment, we don't have commodities because we wanted to start with the broadest markets with the stock indices and the stock markets. But at some point, if the demand is high enough, we would be adding commodities. I will say this, when the U.S. markets come out, when we have the U.S. markets online, we'll also have the exchange traded funds, the ETFs, and there are commodity-based ETFs. And you can look at the technical patterns for those, and that they would pretty much translate over to any commodities that you would want to trade. So we personally don't trade commodities, but when you have access to the U.S. markets, as you will here in about the next week, with the DragonScan software, the ETFs that are commodity-based ETFs you'll have charts on those, and if it's the cotton ETF or if it's crude oil, USO or whatever ETF that it is, the chart patterns you're going to see there are going to mirror pretty much what's going on in the commodity markets because that's what they're based on, that's what they're derived from, and it doesn't matter what the market is, whether it's commodities or currencies or if it's stocks or bonds or what have you. The technical patterns that we utilize would apply to any type market. In the long run, however, we do plan on adding most of these things, that we will have commodities eventually and so forth. But in the short run, you'll be able to access that through the U.S. markets through exchange traded funds. Also, I wanted to mention is I talked about the daily videos. So, we're in particular positions. Notice how we tell you when to get out of a trade. We have a stop price. This, tells you when to get out, when to enter, the whole bit. So when are we exiting? When are we entering? What are we doing to protect ourselves in the trade? We're really good at trade management. That's the key. That's the key. You don't have to have a high winning percentage. You just have to manage the trades that you're in well. A lot of times traders think that, I've got to win 70, 80% of the time that I'm in a trade. That's impossible. No one could do that. I mean, anyone that could win 70 or 80% of the time, that's just incredible. It's unheard of. It would never happen. Your goal is to win. You might have 50% of your trades that are winning trades. It's just that the losing trades, you get out of them quickly. And there's reasons why you get out of them. You cut your losses and get out. And the winning trades, you let them ride. And there's reasons why you would stay in them and why you wouldn't get out. They exhibit certain characteristics that would say, okay, we're going to stay in this trade. And that's the stuff we teach you when you become a member. That's part of the video training classes.